Hello and welcome to Wake Up America. Often regarded as an extremely healthy food, fish is generally lean, nutrient-rich, and containing valuable omega-3 fatty acids. Unfortunately, seafood in America often contains many other things that are less desirable. We are importing an increasingly large amount of our fish and other seafood, and a great deal of it could be contaminated with antibiotics or toxic chemicals. Obviously, the harm of these substances far outweighs the potential benefits of eating fish. Our tax dollars are supposed to give us a government that ensures our safety, but our current system is failing us. Americans currently import more than 80% of the seafood they consume. Meanwhile, the FDA inspects less than 2% of the fish, shrimp, and other seafood products that enter our country from overseas. There is no way for American consumers to detect when a contaminated seafood finds its way onto our dinner table at home or onto our plate at a restaurant. There are only a few states that do significant testing of the seafood that enters their markets. One of these states is Alabama, and often the results of their testing have shown that 40 to 50% of the imported seafood that is checked is contaminated and unfit for consumption. Oklahoma, Mississippi, and Georgia also conduct thorough testing of imported seafood and have seen similar results. The antibiotics and other contaminants that their inspections have found have been known to cause health problems such as anemia, cancer, and birth defects. Americans may potentially be able to avoid buying imported food at grocery stores since some sellers are required to disclose the origin of the seafood that they are selling. Unfortunately, this severely limits the kinds of fish that they can buy. A bigger problem is that restaurants are not required to disclose where their fish comes from, and most of the seafood Americans consume is eaten in restaurants. Every state needs to enact its own thorough testing procedures to ensure that its citizens are safe from contaminated imported seafood. These additional inspections could be paid for by placing tariffs on seafood, which would have the additional effect of helping American fishermen. This may make our seafood a little bit more expensive, but the cost is worth it to avoid the long-term complications that could arise from toxic fish.
To learn more about America's toxic imports, log on to economyincrisis.org.